Today, Ontario's Finance Minister provided an update on first quarter finances, but the focus quickly turned to the Greenbelt. And as Laverne McGee tells us, the highly critical and blistering Auditor General's report into the Ford government's decision to open up the Greenbelt for housing is still lingering.
With 500,000 people coming to this province last year, and who knows what number that'll be this year, we have an absolute responsibility to the people of Ontario to continue to build houses.
Ontario's finance minister says he supports building homes on Greenbelt land, even after a scathing Auditor General's report that found Ontario's decision to open up protected Greenbelt lands for housing was heavily influenced by a small group of developers who stand to make billions of dollars.
The process could have been definitely done better.
He announced today that the province spent about $766 million more than was planned in the first quarter of this fiscal year, and that some of the money will be spent on affordable housing. But there are still unanswered questions. When asked what exactly the term affordable means and what the price point would be, the minister did not give a specific answer.
Well, that's all to be worked out, and I'm sure as these lands are brought forward for approval, because the council and the provincial land facilitator will have to outline that specifically.
Political analyst Keith Leslie says he watched the announcement but came away with more questions than answers.
Well, if the finance minister isn't the numbers guy, isn't the one who has a target on what affordable housing actually is, who does? I mean, does this mean the government is literally flying by the seat of its pants?
The Auditor General's report also noted groups who said opening up the Greenbelt was not necessary to meet the province's target of 1.5 million homes.
At the time, the task force reported a year and a half ago, we didn't have the population growth numbers. I mean, 500,000 people, that's a significant amount of people.
They're saying this one very specific study is out of date, the one done by their own people. But there are so many other studies, including all the official plans by the Hamilton and the other municipalities that are involved in this land swap, that says they've got the land available to build the housing and meet their targets without opening up these Greenbelt lands.
In the financial update released today, the deficit projection for 2023-2024 remains at the $1.3 billion set out in the spring budget. Laverne McGee, CHCH News.